How's it going down under? We're going to be checking out this video here by Yorak Hunt. It's been a while since I did a video for this channel, guys. I've been focusing on my main channel and my Patreon, which, speaking of the Patreon, I've been watching Houseos, which is great. This video here is Bogans by Yorak Hunt. So as soon as I went to YouTube, signed into this account, seen Bogans pop up in my recommended, and I'm like, you know what? I've already done a couple Yorak Hunt videos, already reacted to a couple Yorak Hunt videos. So I decided, you know what? People love it. I'm just going to go with this one because it's Bogans. This one's going to be clearly funny. Links down below so you can go check it out yourself. Hit like and subscribe. Let's watch this.
Yeah, some days I feel unfazed, like when I'm with my friends with a cup raised. Come Monday, I got a gun raised, suicidal to a dime till hump day. Then I go right back at it like an automatic.
By the way, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. And I hope you have a good, Happy New Year.
More drinks, more songs, more beats to rap. I need a shrink, I'm gone. More time keeps passing. No watch, no thoughts at all. Just a hat, new era.
Hey, that was from Houseos. Hold on, that was Frankie.
I need a shrink, I'm gone. More time keeps passing. No watch,
Where's
no
it
thoughts
at?
at
Yep,
all.
that's
Just
Frankie.
a hat, new era. Rep my P's and those O's. Need the Phillies with the orange and black to feel home. From Citizens Bank back to Camden Yards. It's a tale of two cities and trust we go
The
hard.
Bogans
Trust we
runners.
go hard. Yes, we go hard. You said we go hard. I said we go hard. Rocking my Bob Cousy, stocking up on the loose. If the lyrics come easy, but the life is a doozy. And yes, I'm choosy. And no, I won't settle. But I still take pop off over that kettle. Cause I'm talking bigger picture. And yes, I'm gonna hit you.
Is this just a compilation, the entire? Okay. It was just a long intro. Gotcha. Bogans.
One of the most important parts about Australia are the native animals. Animals such as kangaroos, koalas, wombats, dingoes, maggots, just to name a few. Our unique collection of native creatures sets us apart from the rest of the world. But in today's video, we'll be focusing on what is arguably the most important native species in all of Australia. And if you've read the title
bogan.
of this video, you'll already know that that species is the bogan. As I mentioned before, the bogan is native to Australia and shares a lot of DNA with the American redneck. But just
I was getting ready to say the American redneck's pretty close. Pretty close.
because these two creatures share a lot of DNA doesn't mean that they're anything alike. So in this video, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about the different types of bogans, where to find them, and how to spot them. So without further ado, let's get into it. We'll start off by answering the question, what is a bogan? A bogan is a subspecies of human that can be found in every town, city, and corner of the Australian continent. Usually spotted driving a Holden Commodore with a red flannelette shirt on, wearing footy shorts, thongs, and speed dealer sunglasses, topped off with a dodgy mullet, the bogan is a truly unique creature.
That was a hell of a mullet there. What? Jeez. All right.
Some hobbies of the bogan include drinking, gambling, and drinking. And all those hobbies that I just mentioned are entirely funded by Centrelink. So now that you sort of know what a
Centrelink. Yeah, they talk about that on Houseos. Okay, so that's a real... So Centrelink. Okay, all right.
bogan is, we're going to get into where you can find them. Bogans have many different habitats, which means that if you want to go find one, there's many different places where you can go.
So the bogan hunters here, hold on.
Places where you can go look. Many different places where you can habitats, which means
There we go. Is that a good show? Is this something that I should start watching on my Patreon? Let me know, guys.
that if you want to go find one, there's many different places where you can go looking. But thanks to my PhD in boganology, over the years while I've been studying this native Australian creature, I've come up with a list of places where you're most likely to find a bogan in their natural habitat. First up, we have summer gnats. It's no secret that bogans love burnouts, and if they're not smoking the glass barbecue, they're out there smoking tyres. Whether it's a $200 AU Falcon with no rear brakes, or a $200,000 HSV Maloo, there's nothing a bogan loves more than a good burnout. So it's only natural that once a year when summer gnats is on in Canberra, hundreds of thousands of bogans make the annual pilgrimage down to the Holy Lands to get a piece of the action. Another
This dude is drinking from a shoe.
the annual pilgrimage down to the Holy Lands to get a piece of the
Now, is this just some random drunk people? Because okay, so there's this guy's suiting up to he's getting ready to drink out of his shoe as well. Is this just a random thing? Not done at all, just these people are just crazy, right? Or is this actually a thing? Is there people that drink out of a shoe? Is that like a thing that happens? I'm confused, but we're gonna carry on with the video.
action. Another place just as common for bogan spotting is Bathurst. Just like Summer Nuts, Bathurst is held once every year and has the three things that all bogans need: Holden, sort of, Ford, and alcohol. At the time this video gets uploaded, 2023's Bathurst has came and went, and as per usual, with it came some great bogan moments. Another
And probably 2024 as well.
common location for bogan congregation is Bali. With cheap beer, cheap cigarettes, and only a 50% chance you're gonna end up with food poisoning, Bali is the ultimate destination for a bogan holiday. All a bogan needs to be happy is cheap alcohol, cheap cigarettes, cool clothes like this that they can get from the link in the description, and easy access to anything with an engine. And luckily enough for Australia's bogan population, Bali has all three
That was on the last video. The motorized scooters.
readily available, and that of course means a whole lot of this.
You gonna do those helmets up? Oi, brother! How are ya? Hey, mate, are you right to drive?
Oh, no.
What are you doing driving the bike?
I'm blind.
Now, some other places you'll also spot bogans back in the homeland include the Pokies, the pub, the Pokies room at the pub, Dan Murphy's, the back of a divvy van, and of course, Centrelink. Okay, so now you're clued up on what a bogan is and where to find them. But there's a lot more to the bogan species than just beer and burnouts. But just like how a bogan is an offshoot of the human species, there are many different offshoots from the bogan species. So just like dogs, spiders, and hepatitis, when it comes to bogans, there are many different types. The first type of bogan that we're going to be getting into is the stereotypical bogan. This is the sort of bogan who wears nothing but flannelette shirts and footy shorts, lives off Centrelink, and has little to no teeth. There has been many documentaries made about the stereotypical bogan. Some of the most notable ones include Howzos, Bogan Hunters, and A Current Affair. The easiest place to find a stereotypical bogan is at the front of Dan Murphy's at 8 AM on a Wednesday. These sort of bogans spend all their money on alcohol, child support, and hooning fines. And once in a blue moon where they manage to save up $500 on the side, they get straight onto Facebook Marketplace, buy a brand new second-hand VT Commodore, weld the diff, and add to their collection of hooning fines. The stereotypical bogan lives a simple life. As I mentioned before, as long as they have access to alcohol, cigarettes, and anything that they can do a burnout in, they'll be happy as Larry. So with that being said, we'll get into our next type of bogan, and that is
I feel like there's a lot of those here. A lot of those here in the United States.
a cashed up bogan. Unlike the stereotypical bogan, the cashed up bogan has something called a job. Whether it's laying bricks, selling bricks, or performing open heart surgeries, cashed up bogans come in all shapes and sizes. You may be wondering what makes someone a cashed up bogan, and luckily for you, I have the answer to that question. There's only two criteria that you need to fill to be considered a cashed up bogan. The first one being having a job, and the second one being owning any turbocharged Falcon or V8 Commodore that's worth more than 25 grand. If you successfully fill these two criterias, it shows us that you worked hard, saved up your money, and still decided to buy one of the two bogan chariots. The cashed up bogan is a rare breed, and for the last few years of the production of the Ford Falcon and the Holden Commodore, the cashed up bogans were the lifeline that Holden and Ford needed to buy their cars and delay the bankruptcy. You see, between 2013 and 2017, car prices were at an all-time low, and that was especially true for V8 Commodores and XR6 turbos. So naturally it only
Let's just say $28. Oh, excluding government charge. Okay, yeah.
So naturally it only made sense for all the other Bogans to buy the cheap second-hand ones for a few $1,000s, meaning that they had more money left over for VB and Winnie Blues, meaning that the only real customers Ford and Holden had for the cars worth more than 60 grand were the few and far between cashed up Bogans who didn't already own a 79 series Land Cruiser. But those days are over. These days you'll find cashed up Bogans driving around in a brand new Ram TRX, Chevy Silverado, LTZ, or occasionally a green VF Maloo. But now that we've explored both ends of the Bogan spectrum, we've got to look further into the middle. So that brings us on to the average Bogan. The average Bogan falls smack bang in the middle of the stereotypical Bogan and the cashed up Bogan. You see, everyone has a little bit of Bogan in them. For example, if you've ever actually enjoyed the taste of VB or unironically own a flannelette shirt, you fall onto the Bogan spectrum. And this is
Never tried VB, and I'm pretty sure I do own a flannel shirt, yes.
where the average Bogan comes in. The average Bogan may live a normal life with a normal job and be a somewhat respected member of society, but that doesn't mean that here and there they don't enjoy a bit of AU Falcon action, Centrelink rotations, VB annihilation, and a trip to Bali every couple of years. All in all, most of the time Bogans get a bad rap, but at the end of the day, there's not one person in the whole of Australia who lives a Bogan-free lifestyle, and there's no one in Australia that can admit that there's nothing more fun than having a few drinks and riding a old dirt bike around someone's backyard.
I mean, that does sound fun, though.
And on that note, it's time to end. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, guys, if you enjoyed my reaction, go ahead and like and subscribe. And don't forget to have a super fun, awesome day. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.